So, yesterday, Jaguar Wright came out with some very shocking allegations in regards to Jay-Z, Rihanna, Chris Brown, and the story that she's come out with has gone absolutely viral online with over 10 million views on a video alone on Twitter, and a lot of people are reacting to it. And this, I really didn't expect. Let's break this down. Hey guys, it's Murad Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel. It's just one click. The notifications bell, click that as well so you don't miss out. Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and let's get straight into this video and send a super thanks if you guys wish to. Now, Jaguar Wright has been right about a lot of predictions, especially when it comes to P. Diddy into fruition. A lot of it has come true, and a lot of people are now validating, a lot of what Jaguar has been saying. Now, before we get into this video is all and only alleged information. None of this information, I believe, is proven to be true. There is no evidence, and I'm not saying any of this information is true. I like to make that abundantly clear because I feel like a lot of people like to throw out information as if it's true, and then you end up in legal trouble. And that's not how you should be reporting on stuff when you don't have factual information. But the reason why I'm reporting on this is because it has gone ridiculously viral, and 10 million views is insane, and a lot of people are speaking about it. A lot of people are speaking about it. So she's gone on I believe a YouTuber's platform. I'm not sure of what his platform is. Apologies, I don't know his name. I've just seen this video. I'll play some of it, where she has gone on to say that Jay-Z and Rihanna were intimate. Jay-Z had, allegedly passed on herpes to Rihanna. And then Rihanna passed it on to Chris Brown. Chris Brown had an outbreak, went over to Clive Davis's house the day before the Grammys, had an argument with her, said that, she constantly gives fellatio to people, and she got upset because she felt like she was embarrassed by him. She ran out, to his car, and as they were driving down a particular steep highway, the day before the Grammys, of course, they got into a altercation, and it ended up being physical, as we all know. That's basically a quick roundup of this very long video of what she's discussing. I kind of don't like the way it's being phrased by Jaguar, because it looks like to me that it's being victim blamed, regardless of what Rihanna was doing to Chris Brown, taunting him or irritating him. If she put her hands on him first, she is wrong for doing that. But Chris Brown still heavily abused her in that moment, and I think that we need to remember that. And I don't want to victim blame her for this domestic abuse situation, because I think it's very unfair to do that, first and foremost. I don't know if this is true. I don't believe it to be true, to be honest with you. That's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong. But I don't think that he gave her anything, because that would mean that everybody around the circumference also have it as well. But I don't believe that he was intimate with her or gave her anything. I believe that Chris Brown and Rihanna did get into an argument and fight. And I did believe, I can believe that they both put hands on each other. That is very plausible. To me, the whole thing is weird, because why was he running into Clive Davis's house? Why was she at Clive? Look, that to me is just confusing. Why is she at Clive Davis's house? Clive Davis is always involved in some kind of way. And it's just, I find very interesting. P. Diddy also was meeting with Chris Brown after the event, I believe. He wanted Rihanna and Chris Brown to kind of get together. He had that conversation with Ellen on her show. So again, he's also in the circumference of this conversation. It all is very weird and bizarre. That is the gist of the allegations. I'm going to play some of it now so you guys can, hear what I'm saying.
The herpes that she had came from the person she had been most sexually involved with, and that was Sean Carter. Chris Brown has his first herpes outbreak from the celebrity girlfriend who he was set up with, and it was supposed to be this and it was supposed to be that, and he was there so people wouldn't pay attention to the fact that she was Jay-Z, underage.
That is wild allegations. And we all know that if you accuse somebody of having STIs or anything that they don't have, you probably might face a legal lawsuit. So I guess we'll just see if Jaguar Wright gets, a lawsuit for defamation, and we'll see what takes place. This is all alleged information. I don't believe it personally, and I can be wrong, and you guys might disagree with me or agree with me, but I just don't believe this particular story as of right now. Again, I'm happy to be proven wrong as time goes on, and we'll put my hands up and say, okay, maybe I was wrong for not believing, but I just don't believe this story to be true. I also want to get into herpes, because I feel like herpes is being thrown around a lot, with rappers passing on XYZ, all these alleged stories of XYZ. Guys, herpes is very common, and I feel like people are making herpes into sounding like coronavirus, Ebola, or swine flu, or something like that, where it's just insane. Herpes is extremely common. And a lot of people have herpes. Herpes infections are very common. 50 to 80% of American adults have oral herpes, HSV1, which causes cold sores or fever blisters in or around the mouth. Genital herpes caused by HSV1 or 2 affects 1 out of every 6 people in the US aged 14 to 49. Herpes is very common in the UK, with HSV1 affecting approximately 70% of the UK population, and HSV2 affects 10% of the population in the UK according to data. Since herpes does not pose a serious health risk, some couples choose not to use condoms in a long-term relationship. Herpes is extremely common is what I'm trying to say. It's not like people are phrasing herpes as if it's HIV. It's not the same. It's extremely common in America, in the UK, and all over the world, to the point where the majority of the human population by a land scale have herpes. So people are acting like herpes is like some rare, weird, scary disorder that will kill you. And I don't like that kind of miseducation or misinformation on STIs. I really don't. This is some outlandish allegations, and so, you know, I guess we'll just see what takes place. But because it's gone so viral, 10 million views, and everybody's discussing it, I thought we'd bring it to the fruition since we're discussing P. Diddy and Jaguar Wright and everything going on anyways. I do find it interesting that, you know, in this day and age, men especially, I'm gonna rant and go somewhere else now with this, men in general are so focused on women when it comes to their body sizes, their body counts, you know, how big their rear end is, if they have BBLs, you know, so many different features that women need to have to please a man. But do men even share or, you know, their disclosure of if they have STIs or not? You wanna make sure women have the right assets to please you, but when was the last time you went to a sexual health clinic to check if you have STIs or not? Because I don't know about you, but a lot of men don't actually go to sexual health clinics and don't care about what they're carrying and what they're passing on. And I feel like they don't want to disclose any information or check for themselves, but then have the audacity and their ego to list out things that women must have to please them and get so turned up by body counts where they can run through streets left and right and do whatever the hell they want. It doesn't make any sense, and it's so hypocritical to me. And I don't like STI misinformation. I feel like we should be getting ourselves checked not once every 6 months. That's what they say. I think it should be once every 3 months, just to check yourself to make sure everything is okay and you know you don't have XYZ. But I just feel like men especially like to demand when it comes to anything related to sexual related stuff, but don't actually want to go to sexual clinics, check themselves. It's very important, extremely important. There's a lot of shaming as well when it comes to going to sexual clinics, and it really shouldn't be. It's what you should be doing, point blank period, because I guarantee you a lot of these men are carrying stuff, but they don't want to be checking themselves or, you know, letting people know. And I just think that is just very interesting and just very hypocritical. So make of this what you will. These are very damning allegations. I'm honestly speechless when it comes to it. It's really wild. For me, the whole thing that spun me is that it was happening at Clive Davis's house, allegedly. Anyways, all of this information is alleged. I personally don't think it's true myself, but maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know. Comment down below. I'd like to hear your thoughts on the situation. If you've seen this conversation online on Twitter and on forums, and if you think it's right or wrong, if you think Jaguar's right or wrong for saying this, this whole conversation really has just spun me. I'm not gonna lie to you, it spun my head. So I don't know. But yeah, make of this what you will. Subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Click that button for daily and consistent content. Subscribe. I would appreciate it. Send a super thanks. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.